guy was essentially asking the lady in a marriage situation, what does she bring to the table? I think sharing your body and your life with someone should account for enough so that we don't have to monetize everything else we do after. Bro, I mean companionship. I mean strength when you're feeling down. Okay.
Can you pay somebody enough? Can you pay somebody enough for those things?
No, ma'am. You can't pay somebody enough to read your mood and to help you. You can't pay somebody. Hi guys, welcome back. It's the Whatever Mamas. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Listen, we love you. We love your support. But please subscribe. It's free. That's the only way to show us some support. All right. So welcome back to another great video. And today we're talking about a clip that I saw going around on Instagram. And this guy was essentially asking the lady in a marriage situation, what does she bring to the table? She seemed to feel that the guy should provide the home and all these things that, you know, a typical man should provide for the house. But she said, however, she creates the home, so she does not need to do this. And he kept talking about it as if what she brings is something that he could find from wherever else, you know, services paid for. Did you see this? What are your thoughts on this?
I did. I think I agree with her saying that she creates the atmosphere in the house, because you can hire somebody to do your cooking, all right?
Yeah.
But the way, you know, a woman, your wife, does it is you cannot pay somebody for that. I felt like. But the thing is, we've materialized everything, even in a marriage.
Yeah.
So that even the things that you are supposed to be appreciating from your wife or your husband, you know, as long as money is not involved, then everything else, you know, you don't value each other just because of the finances, don't you think?
I was kind of on the fence with this one.
Yeah.
And only because of her responses back. Like when she said her point, I was like, yeah, of course. But when he started throwing points at her, she really didn't have a response that would convince me, right? Because she said, well, I make the house a home. And I wholly believe that. Whether it's the male or the female, whichever spouse stays home, they actually make it home for the person who's going out and making money. But he kept asking, because she said, you know, her services, she cooks, she cleans, she picks up after him, she runs to Amazon. And he said, which made sense, he said, I can get my Whole Food subscription and they'll deliver food every day, every week, and I can cook it. You know, I can order from Amazon. I kind of felt like she was pushing it towards the man should bring money. And he kept saying, but why can't you earn as well? So that was the crosshair that was caught in between.
Yeah, which is fine. I also felt like, you know, cannot buy love. All right. When you're marrying me because you love me.
Right.
I can bring those other things come with it. You know, it's a package.
Yeah.
The thing is, her saying that, you know, you have to do this for me and then, you know, I have to do this for you. You know, I think we are losing the point of what it is about marriage, what it is about the relationship.
Yeah.
Don't you think that everything has changed? Or it comes down to the money. It's all about money.
Yeah, I feel like the sad part of I feel we can stand on either side of the argument, but the sad part is everything is quantified. If I pay the mortgage, then you must do this. If I do this, then you must do this. And it's kind of sad because traditionally we've had roles be completely up in the air, right? We've had the fathers who used to go into the city to work, come back shags, or vice versa. Okay, and it was never, well, because I work, then you do ABCD. I've seen mothers who are the only ones working in the home. They go work, they still come home, they play mother role, right? They cook, clean, they take care of the kids. And their husband is sitting, looking for a job or whatever the case. But I think in those situations, it's a love and respect relationship. Okay, I love you, I respect you, so I'm still gonna fulfill the roles that I feel I should in our marriage, whether or not I make the money. But that to me seems to be so gone. Because literally this guy said to her, the caption that read on it was, all you bring to the table is pussy. But my question is, if that is me and the whole essence of me that I bring to you, that's a lot already. If I'm giving you my energy, my body, my time, okay, if I'm going to take the time to create the human being you put in me and carry it, I mean, I'm giving you a lot, bro. I think sharing your body and your life with someone should account for enough so that we don't have to monetize everything else we do after. That's just my thought.
Right. But unfortunately, you know, I think that's gone also.
But so what do we do in a society like this? Because my fear is, again, our sons, our daughters are watching this and they're growing in a place where they think that they have to define roles so specifically. And the worst part for me is this is a world that we don't create ourselves. We don't create tomorrow. Okay, so I might be the breadwinner. I could be making millions today and not tomorrow. But if we're so rigid in our roles and who should do what happens in the day that I can no longer make money? What happens if I'm a famous whatever, I'm Tiger Woods, and then I do my silly things and now I don't have endorsement?
You're canceled. Why not your counsel, right? Because we have been so focused on money, even in institutions of marriage where it should be teamwork, should be partnership, should be, way more, it should be deeper than the money. It's no longer there.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to, raise our children, instilling these values that are important in a person, because money comes and go. It will come and go. So what you're left with is your character. Who are you as a person? Because, for me, I felt that guy, when he was saying, I can do this, I can buy somebody to do this, I can buy. I feel like he has lost focus.
Yeah.
On what a marriage should be all about.
Yeah. He also felt very self-inflated to me. And I have nothing wrong with self-confidence. I just felt he was so sure that he could fulfill himself.
Yes.
And the point about being in a relationship or being in a long-term relationship such as a marriage is because you find something in the other half that you don't have, and together you make a whole. But he seemed to be like, well, I can do this and I can do this. So what are you doing for me? Bro, I mean, companionship. I mean, strength when you're feeling down. Okay.
Can you pay somebody enough? Can you pay somebody enough for those things?
No, ma'am. You can't pay somebody enough to read your mood and to help you. You can't pay somebody enough to be there for you when you lose a parent, when you lose a sister, when you lose a brother. You can't pay somebody enough to understand that, he's in a bad mood. Let me do this instead for him. Okay. Let me set up a bath for him. Let me rub his legs. So he probably had a stressful day. You cannot pay anybody enough for that. And if ever there's a time companionship for me became important, it's COVID. Okay. Because sis, that's when you look around and realize you have nobody but you and whoever's in your household. You could love your friends to death, you could love your family to death, but COVID really showed you whoever is in your house at 6:00 when curfew began, that was it. That was it. And so if all you're looking for is that, well, I brought ABC, it also scares me, because then are you sitting with a pen and a chart writing, well, Velma today brought this and this and this, so therefore I can only bring this? In that case, I wasn't for him at all. No.
It's like a business. It's like now marriages have become like a business.
So in conclusion, I would say if you're looking out there for someone who will perfectly match you, what you bring versus what you bring, it'll never happen. And if it does happen, it'll never be a marriage, because marriage is not based on you meeting someone who checks off the other side of your list. Marriage is about somebody who picks up weaknesses and its strengths for them, and you put it together. And that might not be someone who makes millions like you. It might be somebody who is currently cleaning toilets while you work in the CEO's office, but you know what? They've got strengths that you don't, and they can pick you up. And where your money is picking them up, their skills, their personality, their strength, their prayers will pick you up. So listen, love the person you find, love them for who they are. Enjoy marriage, guys. It works. Stop nitpicking at it. Just do it. Y'all think about it too much. Our grandmothers got married without ever meeting these men, and they grew up and they loved each other and they stayed together forever. But let us know what you're going through. Let us know if you've had any of these situations in your relationship in the comment section, and we'll see you next time on the More That for Mamas.